Okay, let's start. Yesterday or the day before, I told you about the project on Unit 2. If you remember the project, okay, please Faris, pay attention. طيب, if you remember this
Can you hear me, Thalith?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, don't know what happened. طيب, if you remember, I told you on yesterday, I think, or the day before, I don't remember. I told you this project I wanted to be as an essay. When you think about someone that is famous or someone who's a role model, okay? And I needed to write an essay about this person. Okay, I want to make it easier for you because we already had a lot of writing, 2 writings actually, and I want only to be focused on the writing section. But for the project, this project, he asked about drawing a timeline in a poster. You can draw it in anything, whether by your hand on a paper, and then send it to me after conveying it to PDF, and do it like this. You can do it like this. You can take this timeline and think about any person. Let's say that you chose to talk about I don't have someone in mind, but maybe let's say you want to talk about Abdul Latif Jamil, since we already talked about him. So you want to talk about Abdul Latif Jamil, about his lifetime, starting from born and date. You will find the information on the internet, but you will just take notes. Yani small information here, born and date, in what, in Riyadh, for example, and the date is what. He grew up in a small town, for example. Where is this town? In Saudi Arabia, and then when, okay? School, where and when, and you're going to continue everything, okay? Like you can do it on a paper, a big paper, by your hand, and then you can show it to me. Take a picture and then try to convey it to PDF. يعني خذي الصورة حوليها ل PDF حتى تستطيعين ترفقينها في الموقع. Okay? So what do you think? Do you prefer this idea, doing the timeline, or do you prefer an essay? Yes, without an essay. Just the timeline. You prefer the timeline?
Yes.
Yes, me too. I prefer the timeline. So I thought that I would make it easier for you without the essay. Just do this timeline and it's done. Think about any person and try to write the important things that they achieved in their life as a timeline like this. I want to show you some examples also I found on the internet. For example, this is a timeline about the life and time of Nelson Mandela. So they do it like this. I prefer that you use emojis, that you use pictures to make everything more clear and presentable, to make it very nice, okay? And he used the date, just the small lines, you see? Only small lines about the things and the achievements that, or the things that happened in his life until he became very successful or until he became very famous. Okay, also maybe you can do it like this. Any person, or you can do it as in the book. As I told you, I prefer that you use that you draw little something to prepare or to make it more presentable. If you're talking about school, at least draw something that is relatable to school. Anything. Don't have something in mind, but I think timeline is easier. Yes, Shahad, you can. You mean a template that you found on the internet؟ طبعا لو أنت بحثتي في النت ممكن تجدين قوالب جاهزة وتستخدمينها. Okay, but don't take it as it is from the internet. يعني مثلا شخص يختار يتحدث عن نيلسون مانديلا وتحضر لي هذه الصورة نسخ لصق. No, I needed to do it by yourself. Okay, Khalid, is it clear? I think this way is easier for you and also easier for me to correct and see. Okay, clear? Okay, thank you. Right. So this is all about the project. Again, Thalith, every time after we finish a unit, you should know that you should do the self-reflection by yourself. Self-reflection, you're going to find this page after each unit. What is the meaning of self-reflection? You're going to think about the things that you liked about Unit 2. I like that the grammar is easy in Unit 2, for example, or I like that all the vocabulary are not new for me. Okay, things that I don't like in Unit 2, it could be that the grammar is difficult for me. It could be that I didn't like the reading passages. It's your opinion, but I needed to fill in the blank. When I ask you to send me your books and your notebooks, which you will do next week, inshallah, I needed to fill in the blanks. Don't leave the page like all empty. Things that I found easy in Unit 2, things that I found difficult in Unit 2. Also here there is a checklist of the skills that you should be able to do after Unit 2. Yani, here you have, I can do this very well, or I can do this quite well. يعني somehow متوسط هكذا. And I need to study and practice more. So for example, can you talk about fame from famous? Can you talk about fame and fortune? Can you do this? Or you can, or you need more practice or not? Discuss options. Can you use used to and be used to? Can you use would for repeated action? Okay, you're going just to examine yourself. Can you do this skill or not? Okay, but I need to see this when I ask you to send your books. My 5 favorite new words. It couldn't be 5. You can write maybe 2 or 3. Okay. After each unit, you will find this self-reflection that you can do by yourself. طيب. Now I have the 3 classes. أولى ثالث واحد ثالث اثنان وثالث ثلاثة. I need each class, after we finish, we're going to answer a question in the workbook. I need each class to choose a day to send their books and their notebooks so I can correct them. So choose a day. You're going to tell me after we finish. Okay. طيب. There is an exercise that we said we're going to do on page 14 in the workbook. So please, if you don't have your workbooks, go bring them. We're going to do exercise G. You're going to put in the blanks those what? All of those are expressions. You're going to put them in the blank according to the meaning, of course. Okay, as I told you, anything that we do together, any practice or exercise, it's included with you whenever we're going to have our exam. Okay, do you need some time, Thalith, to answer? Or you already answered the question? Okay, 50 students, at least 20 can answer. Ha, Thalith, do you need some time? Okay, Jude said it's easy. What about the rest? Do you need some time to answer? No for Manar, no for Jude, no for Safa. It's easy. Okay. Let's start. Please raise your hand. Type. Number 1. This computer, it always freezes up. It's so annoying. Maybe you should get a new one. What do you think number 1 is? Yeah. Yes, Dana?
Number 1 drives me crazy.
Yes, very good. It drives me crazy. This computer drives me crazy. Thank you. Number 2. Everyone says that, but I just can't decide. I Sometimes I think it's a good idea to buy one, and other times. So what do you think about number 2? Yeah. Manar?
Go around in circle.
Yes, I go around in circles. Remember the meaning of this expression, Thalith? Do you remember the meaning of this expression? What is the meaning of go around in circles? It means, can I decide something or I cannot decide something? Very good, I can't. Very good. Number 3, I think it's a good idea to buy one, and other times I think I should just use this one and save some. Save some what? Since he wants to use this one. يلا جود. جود السباع.
Cash.
Yes, need to use some cash. Very good. Number 4, I guess you should save your money, but only if you using an old computer. What do you think, ya Surah?
Don't mind.
Yes, but only if you don't mind using an old computer. Very good. Okay, number 5. I went to the computer store and picked one out. I was ready to buy it, but then at the last minute, I and left. Yes, ya Jana.
Get cold feet.
Yes, I got cold feet. What is the meaning of I got cold feet? Do you remember, Thalith?
Got nervous.
Yes, got nervous and back up on doing the thing that he wanted to do. Number 6, maybe you should, and then your computer isn't so bad, maybe we can fix it. What do you think? يلا رنيم.
Put it aside for a rainy day.
Yes, put it aside for a rainy day. Thank you. Okay. طيب. I thought about, have you finished this? Can I erase it? Can I erase this?
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking that we can do this reading passage on page 15. But we can save it for on Sunday or maybe on Monday when we revise for our exam, our first exam. So let's save it for that because today is Thursday and I want you to enjoy your day. So we're going to stop here. Is it okay for you? Can we stop here? Okay, Manar and Jude. Okay, let me take the attendance. That will take a while. Just a minute. Please tell your friends about the project that we have changed it from an essay to a timeline only. Please tell your friends, the one who did not come or did not know. Okay, we're going to start with the class. طيب before we start again ثالث أحتاج ترسلوا لي الكتاب والدفتر فقط كتاب الطالبة والدفتر. I needed to send it to me in WhatsApp. Okay, or if you have Telegram and you don't have WhatsApp, then send it to me there. It's okay. From the beginning until we stop. Yani we started with Unit 1 and 2, then you're going to send the book from Unit 1 and 2, and also the same thing for the notebook. Okay, I will be getting your notebooks and your books for 3 days, starting from Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Okay, After that, I'm not going to accept. Okay? This is better than having 1 day for a class.
Teacher,
Yes, honey. Yes.
أرسل الدفتر في البادلت